What's up, guys? It's Chachi Power here with Rocket Punch Army, and today we have the Transformers Prime Rumble. This is, of course, from their animated line, which is somewhat popular, I guess, out there. I don't know. Haven't been watching it. I assume it's popular. Its toys are still coming out. But here we have Rumble, and I'm pretty excited because I like Rumble as a character. Even though it's not in cassette form, it's in vehicle form, it's not too shabby. And I don't know why I just said shabby. But first thing that caught my eye was obviously the color. It doesn't pick up the same on camera, but if you guys see this in the store, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a deep blue. If you guys like BMW M3s, there's like a bluish, greenish type blue out there. It's sort of like that kind of blue. But anyway, for those of you guys that aren't into cars, you might not know what the hell I'm talking about. But here is Rumble. So we're going to take a look at this. This is obviously his car form. It's a tuner car. Of a nondescript variety. It's a hatchback. It's got the little spoiler in the back, got the little Kia looking front end. It's got the clear red windows. Wheels and tires are black. It's just one piece plastic. No detailing on the back as you see here. No license plate, no brake lights, no window, nothing. Absolutely nothing. They did go ahead and paint the bumper though, which is fine. And they did the little Decepticon logo up front. And as this comes around, you will see that there's a little teeny Decepticon logo on the back. And what's cool is they worked the seam line right around the Decepticon logo, which I was wondering how they would do that. I was thinking they would just split right through the Decepticon logo, but they did not. And you'll see his blasters off to the side. Now, before we head into transformation, let me just talk a little bit more about the car mode. If we look underneath, you can see a lot of the robot. You'll see his head right there. That's pretty much the robot right there. And you can almost guess how this is going to transform. And the car is mostly molded in this blue. They did a very, very good job in matching the paint up here, because you'll see the windows are clear red. So instead of having separate clear windows, which would probably raise the price and make molding a little more complicated and make it have a lot less space inside, they went ahead and painted it. And usually when they paint over the windows, it doesn't match the body. This actually does match. Yeah, so otherwise relatively plain. I will be doing a Repro label update on this video, so stay tuned for that. Repro labels, again, did an awesome job for this character. So transformation, relatively straightforward since you do see the robot there. You're going to remove these blaster things here, which will become his pile drivers. Alright. Now, let's see if I remember how to do this. Pull this out. These parts actually slide out, like so. You'll see the rod in there that they slide on. Pull the other side out. Alright. Then you can bring this here, separate it, like so. You can also go ahead and start separating the top. Now, the first thing I thought of is these are the arms, but they're definitely not the arms. Bring them back here, turn them around, split this. Now again, I always say this in all my reviews, I don't necessarily follow the instructions since it really just depends how you want to do it, although it would make my life a lot easier if I would read the instructions. But there we go, do that. Bring the arms up this way. These are the actual arms. Bring them up and around, and these bits go straight up, and then you slide them back in, just like that. And what I'll do is form the legs first. Now to form the legs, you can't just go ahead and unfold this all the way. You'll see it does unfold to a certain extent, and he's pretty much kneeling. What you have to do is actually move the bumper out of the way, and you do that by folding it in. And by doing that, you'll see it does clear the knee. Do the same on this side. Again, clears the knee, bring this down. And then you got your feetsies right here, fold them out. You got that pretty much done. And now the arms. And the arms, very easy. This goes up here. I don't know how I feel about these gigantic things being on his arm, but I guess it does create the other half of the pile driver effect, just not very G1-ish at all. So that's the robot there. Okay. Again, a lot of stuff going on up here. Not much you can do about this. It's obviously two halves of a car blown apart there with the little wings back here. Now, you know, I don't know if you guys watch other stuff besides Transformers if you're watching this, but there's a show called Gurren Lagann, and there's a robot that has a big face as a chest, and look at that. That looks to me like a big face. Now I know they're probably trying to emulate the whole cassette deck thing here, but that's definitely a face to me. Anyways, you can go ahead and grab the pile drivers. Actually, this one goes on this hand. Put them there like so. You'll see how the hand fits right in there. Do the same for the other side. Now you do create the effect of the pile driver, so that definitely looks a lot more like Rumble. And you got the head sculpt there with the light piping. You got a little bit of light piping for the eyes. It actually uses these red pieces here to create the effect of the eyes there. And I'll go ahead and use my trusty cell phone here to give you that effect there. You'll see as I pass the LEDs over the top of the head, you do see that the eyes on his own head light up, and so do the ones on his chest. So that's a really, really nice effect. And the fact that it's such a colorful toy, you know, just makes it more fun to look at. I don't know, I'm really digging the colors. I don't know what you guys think about the color. Definitely does not look like what it does on camera for you guys. This is a very, very rich, deep greenish blue. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I did want to touch on something, and it's the freaking price of these things. The only place I had these locally was Kmart, and they were $18.99. I almost fell backwards. Now, I know they're including DVDs, but DVDs do not cost much to make. I think the DVDs are thrown in there to kind of offset the hurt of paying $19, but really you can just watch those episodes free online. And who watches DVDs anyway? But yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. Here's the back. I didn't show you that. If you got any questions or comments regarding this, and that's ugly on the back, by the way. It's completely hollow on the back. Check out the arms, legs. But yeah, questions or comments, do make sure to leave them below. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.